And in this lesson, in today's lesson, we are going to learn how we use personal experience in our stories. Okay? So, put a check at the correct options. Which do you usually find in personal narratives? Feelings, descriptions, evidence, or a connected sequence of events? Fuang. Fuang?
Uh, I think feelings and evidence.
Feelings and evidence you find in personal narratives. Thank you. So, Twin, which do you usually find in a factual account? Numbers and statistics, use of the first person like I and we, emotions, or use of passive voice? Twin. Twin?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I think numbers and statistics.
Uh-huh. Numbers and statistics.
Yes, emotions.
And
Emotions.
emotions. Very good
Yes.
job. Thank you. So guys, let's check today's lesson objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify and use vocabulary about natural disasters, distinguish between facts and personal experiences, and describe a memorable experience that combines facts and personal experiences. So let's get started with the first activity. In here, you need to look at the photo and the hint, type and say the correct word. Look at this picture, Jasmine. Can you see the picture? What is the correct word?
Coastal.
It is coastal. Perfect. How about the other items? For the other items, guys, you have 1 minute and have to unscramble these words and submit your answers in the assignment. Good luck. Okay, guys, time is up. Please submit your answers in the assignment. So, number 1 goes to Fuang.
Number one is storm.
Storm. Oh, sorry. Number 1 is storm. Yes, good job. So, how about number 2? What is number 2, Fuang?
Number two is homeless.
Homeless. Very good job. Twin, what was number 3?
Number three is damage.
Damage. How about number 4?
Injured.
Injured. Okay. How about number 5, Jasmine?
Earthquake.
Earthquake. And how about number 6?
Repair.
Repair. And what was number 7?
Take place.
Take place. Okay, guys. Thank you. Now let's review today's new vocabularies. This time you only listen, please. Storm, earthquake, coastal, injured, homeless, take place, repair, damage. Okay, so what was number, Jasmine, what was number 2?
Earthquake.
How about number 1?
Storm.
Okay, Phuong, what was number 8?
Damage.
How about number 7?
Repair.
Okay, Twin, what was number 5?
Homeless.
Number 4?
Injured.
How about number 3?
Coastal.
Coastal. Very good job. Thank you. Let's move on to the next activity. Here you go. Write F for facts or PE for personal experiences. Let's begin with number 1. So, Phuong, number 1. Please read and say if it is fact or personal experience.
Personal experience. Use words
Could
that
you please
describe feelings.
use words to describe feelings is a personal experience.
Personal
Perfect.
experience.
Good job. And Twin, how about number 2?
Facts often use the passive voice. Facts.
It is fact or facts. Jasmine, how about number 3?
Number 3. Facts often use numbers, measurements, and percentage.
Measurements.
Measurements.
Can you say it again? Okay, very good job. So, Phuong, how about number 4?
Usually tell stories, personal experiences.
It is personal experience. And Twin, how about number 5?
Objective. I think facts are objective.
Facts are objectives. Okay, are objective. Facts are objective. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue to the next part, guys. So, you can combine facts and personal experiences to make your speaking more interesting. For example, the earthquake damaged many houses, including my parents' house. So, in here, the earthquake damaged my houses, many houses is a fact and it is objective, while including my parents' house is personal experience and it is a story. Okay, how about this one, Jasmine? Which is fact and which is personal experience?
I choose facts.
Which part is fact? Which part is fact and which part is personal experience?
When the biggest storm in 100 years hit the city is fact.
It is a fact, okay. So, and which is the personal experience? Which part is personal experience?
Yes, the sentence, our house was badly damaged and we became feeling homeless is a person experience it.
Personal experience, which is a story. Okay. So let's move on to the next activity. As I told you, we can combine fact and personal experience to make your speaking more interesting. Okay, let's continue to the next part, guys. Here you go. Identify the fact and personal experience in the sentence and give reasons. Okay, Fuang, with number 0, you please. Fuang, number 0, which part is fact, which part is personal experience? Okay, Tuen, how about you? I think Fuang is not here.
The fact is the earthquake of 2001 left 350,000 people homeless.
So this is fact, right?
Yes.
What kind of fact it is?
The number.
It is a number, okay? And which part is personal experience?
Including my parents and me.
Including my parents and me is personal experience. So,
Yes.
what kind of personal experience it is?
And my parents and me.
Okay, no, you didn't understand me. So you said fact. It includes numbers and measurements, and including my parents and me is personal experience. But what kind?
Measurements.
It is a story. Okay, so thank you. Jasmine, how about number 1? Could you please read number 1 and say which part is fact and which part is personal experience, please?
Number 1. My brother was swimming at the beach when the biggest storm in 100 years hit the city. My brother was swimming at the beach is a personal experience. And the biggest storm in 100 years is fact.
It is fact. Very good job. So, my brother was swimming at the beach is personal experience, and when the biggest storm in 100 years hit the city is an objective fact. Okay, let's continue with number 2. Fuang, can you help us with number 2?
Yes.
Yeah, welcome back.
At 4,810 meters, Mont Blanc is the highest mountain in Europe.
Is the highest.
Fact. Highest.
Is the
mountain.
highest, yes.
Highest mountain in Europe is a fact. And it is also the place where I learned to ski is personal experience.
Very good job. It is number and measurement and objective fact, and it's a story kind of personal experience. Perfect job. Thank you. So, how about number 3, Tuen?
Over 100 houses were damaged by 60 centimeters fall of rain last night. Numbers and measurements.
So it is objective and passive voice fact, and my aunt felt sad for her house is a personal experience. What kind of personal experience? It is feeling. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. Now, let's read the story about a memorable experience and answer the questions. So, Jasmine, could you please start reading this passage?
About 3 months ago, my friends and I were having a holiday when a big storm hit the coastal area. There was extremely strong wind, So we ran back to the hotel. After that,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Huang, could you please continue after that?
After that, it kept raining heavily. In the end, more than 10 houses were damaged, but we were glad because no one was injured.
No one was injured. Very good job. So, Tuan, can you tell us what happened at the event?
There was a big storm.
There was a big storm and strong wind. And so, Jasmine, how did the writer feel and why?
I see. The writer felt glad because no one was injured.
The writer felt glad because no one was injured. Yes, no one was injured. Okay. And Huang, why is the experience memorable?
Because it happened to the writer.
Okay, it happened to the writer. And how does the speaker combine facts and personal experience? Tuan?
The writer.
So yes, Huang, no problem. Go ahead. Huang, how does the speaker combine facts and personal experiences?
The speaker combines facts and experience, personal experience by describe the event with a big storm and strong wind, and how he or she reacts to that event.
Yes, thank you. The writer described 10 houses were damaged and no one was injured, right? Okay. Also, she talked about the friends and him or her having a holiday and they ran back to the hotel. Okay. And Tuan, how does the speaker connect the event?
The speaker connect the events
How?
By passive voice.
Passive voice, using passive voice. Okay, about 3 months ago, and after that, the writer uses to connect the events, and in the end. Okay, now guys, let's move on to the next activity. Read the story about a memorable experience and answer the questions. Okay, as you can see, we use sequencing words and phrases about 3 months ago, after that, and in the end. For what? To connect the events. To connect the events, we use sequencing words and phrases. Okay, as you can see them in here. Okay, so in the end, for example, finally, last week, and then are also phrases that you can use to connect the events. Okay, guys, any questions so far?
No, teacher.
Okay, guys, now it's time for you to tell your story. Okay, you will have a minute and a half to brainstorm a few ideas for your story. Okay, you can note in the chat box, guys. Okay, you can note in the chat box. Okay, you can use these questions starting from now. Okay, guys, time is up. Now, let's share your story with your friend in here, okay? You can try to include at least one fact, okay? And use sequencing words and phrases to connect the events, okay? You can start whenever you are ready, okay? You can use these expressions too, okay? Are you ready to start? If you are ready, you can start. Describe
Yes.
a memorable experience you had or knew to your friend. Yes, Tuen, stage is yours. Tuen, please start.
Yes. I remember in 1997, my hometown had a big storm. Many houses were damaged by the storm at that time. On the first day of that storm, I still had to go to school, and I was taken to school by my dad on a boat. After that, many big waves hit our boat during the trip. We almost drowned in the river. I was extremely scared. Luckily, I finally arrived at school on time. What a terrible experience. That's why I haven't forgotten, even though it happened a long time ago.
Wow, that was a memorable event, Tuen. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing it with us. Perfect job. Thank you. I really enjoyed listening to
Memorable.
you, and thank you for using sequencing words and phrases and answering all the questions. So, who's next? Jasmine or Fuang? Who's next?
Okay.
Yes, Jasmine.
I will share my memorable experience. About 15 years ago, a big storm hit my hometown. There were extremely strong winds that reached 50 kilometers per hour. The heavy rainfall lasted for an entire week. After that, many trees fell into the houses, and people moved to their neighbors. My family was scared and worried because my house was near some big trees. In addition, many neighbors moved to my house to stay, and my house was the last place that hadn't been damaged by the storm. In the end, about 50 houses in my hometown were badly damaged, but fortunately my house was still fine. Although the storm impacted our lives seriously, we had a memorable experience sharing accommodation, food, and helping with each other in the difficult situation.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Thank you, Ms. Jasmine, for your nice performance. Thank you. And Fuang, finally, it is your turn.
Yes. Um, I will describe the event that happened yesterday.
Yesterday.
2 days ago.
Wow.
2 days
It
ago.
was just
Sorry.
2 days ago. Okay.
Yes. It just happened 2 days ago. There was a strong rain in our area. It was 18 o'clock. Our family was having dinner. There were strong wind and loud thunder and lightning, and throughout the night. No longer than the rain started, the power outage, and unfortunately, some people had been injured by lightning.
Oh,
And I was very sad when I heard the news.
wow.
Yes.
It happened. Okay, and what happened finally?
Finally, I hear the news that one people had died.
Oh, sorry to hear that. What a sad story. Okay. So, thank you, by the way, for your great performance. Nice job for sharing your story. Okay, so guys, you had a fascinating performance, to be honest with you, but during our lesson, you had some pronunciation and grammatical issues, so I'm gonna put them for us on this screen. The first one, measurements. Guys, pay attention to right pronunciation of this word, measurements. Next one, highest, highest. The next, Europe, Europe. And when you're talking about people, people is a plural noun. So you can't say one people. One person. 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Okay? One person, 3, 4, 5 people. Got it? So remember that.
Individual.
One person, 2, 3, 4, 5 people is the
Individual.
right pronunciation
Individual.
and right grammatical usage. Okay? Let me clear the screen and move on to the next activity, guys. Let's share now. Where do you usually read personal accounts, guys? Everyone in the class. Where do you usually read personal accounts? No idea? So let me tell you some hints. For example, in emails or novels. Jasmine, Fuang, Tuen. Where do you usually read personal accounts? So please read this part, Tuen. Novels.
Novels. I usually read personal accounts in novels.
Okay. Please read what is on the screen. Please read novels and short stories.
Novels and short stories, emails to friends, anecdotes, gossip, diary entries,
Entries.
entries, and personal letters.
Very good job. So, and Miss Fuang, where do you usually read factual accounts?
I usually read factual accounts in newspaper, magazine.
Okay. And?
Newspaper articles,
scientific
papers, nature documentaries, history essays,
essays.
and
History essays.
History essays, and encyclopedias.
Encyclopedias. Encyclopedias. Okay. Perfect job. Thank you. And Jasmine, which type of story is more interesting to you and which is more truthful? And please explain why.
I find heartwarming stories often inspire me because they usually tell about good actions in life and always have the the happy endings. I feel that and positive when I read them on social media or newspaper.
Okay, perfect. Could you please read this sample answer too? I appreciate your great answer. And could you please read this sample answer too?
Okay. I find novels more interesting
I
to me.
I find.
I find. This sentence I find.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
find novels more interesting to me because they tell good stories and bring different feelings.
Very good job. Thank you. And Miss Twin, could you please read this sample answer? I think
scientific papers are more truthful because they have numbers and statistics.
Okay, how about you? What do you think? Which is more truthful to you?
I think newspaper are more truthful to me. Yeah.
Why you think newspapers are more truthful? What is the reason?
Because they wrote the mm, the they wrote the just the happening stories.
Okay, happening stories. They tell happening stories.
Statistics use. Statistic.
Statistic. Numbers and statistic. Oops.
Okay, guys, welcome back. Let me share the screen again with us. So, Jasmine, I was asking you, which do you usually find a factual account?
They are numbers and statistics and use a passive voice.
Okay, numbers and statistics and use of passive voice. Excellent job. Thank you. And Miss Twin, which do you usually find in personal narratives?
Feelings, evidence.
And?
No,
Feelings and
a
evidence.
connected sequence of events.
Feelings, descriptions, and a connected sequence of events. Perfect job. Thank you, guys. So now tell me, guys, can you identify and use vocabulary about natural disasters?
Yes.
Yes.
About distinguishing between facts and personal experiences?
Yes.
And can you describe a memorable experience that combines facts and personal experiences?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Thank you very much. Nice job. Now, guys, this is the end of this material for today's lesson. Before finishing the lesson, I'm gonna make sure. Do you have any questions about anything?
No, I don't have.
You don't have any questions and any problems. So guys, don't forget to do your homework, rate the session, and leave your feedback for our class together. I can't wait hearing and seeing you again in my lesson. I hope you have a great evening. Goodbye and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye, teacher. Thank you.
Goodbye and good luck.